I just need it for the Zoom, so. If you want, I tell you what.
Would you like a title?
No.
Chief scoreboard
Just
operator?
fill in. Gail's husband.
That's it.
Yeah.
The guy.
And
The
Gail-
manager's husband.
And that dude. on
That
the
guy.
scoreboard.
Oh, let's see if they play a little sister and senior today.
Yeah.
A little sloppy yesterday. But they offensively they gave up.
I thought that first goal was just so satisfying. The entire play.
Yeah.
The
Nice
pass
shot.
by Hoffer there, and then Husky giving it to me. Yeah, I mean,
Just trying to work out the
games. I mean, the offense is great. You're right.
Yeah. There were a lot of missed. I mean, we had so many opportunities for breakaways. We were trying to throw these like stupid saucer passes. I hate saucer passes. That's my least favorite play.
Saucer pass.
Yeah.
I don't mind the saucer pass.
They just do it all the time.
The only
Gerard,
thing.
Can you send him the group meeting then? Same thing.
I did. Should be in there, right? I didn't? If I didn't, can you do it?
Joe Walker just said we can hear you.
What? There's no broadcast. I mean,
What are you talking about? Is that you? The number?
Yeah.
I didn't remember.
It's not.
Oh, Gerard, we are right.
Somebody hit blind? Oh. Somebody must have hit blind. When we were moving this?
Yeah. Could have been me. I didn't know there's a live.
I seen watching that live. What's up, everybody? This is a technical glitch. I'll start at 1:30 of the warm-up, so.
Did you hit it again?
Welcome everybody to the South Hockey Network, live on YouTube, live from Seven Bridges Ice Arena. It is time for Game 2 of the 2025 preseason invite here in Woodridge. Dylan Ward on the call, so happy to have you with us. Gerard Boris, our technical engineer and cameraman. I think we referred to you a couple times as supreme leader of all things broadcasting last season. We've got Jason Weiss in charge of your scoreboard in the top left corner of your screen. This is the Wintrust South Hockey Network. As always, we thank Glenview Bank and Trust for supporting our broadcast and being the presenting sponsor, making these streams possible all season long. So the Titans 7-2 winners over Maine Hockey Club yesterday. 6 different guys scoring a goal in that one, and 10 different guys getting at least a point. Blake Hoffer leading the way with 2 goals, 2 assists for a total of 4 points in the opener. So the now senior picking up right where he left off, the SHL leader in goals and points last year. Also, Luke Fagan with a goal and an assist. Teddy McCrulis with a goal. Asher Vanderplug, power play goal for him. Alex Tutai with a goal as well. Zach Boris scored a goal as well. As for the assists, Anthony Pinto, Owen Cosmeter, Braden Mendoza, and Will Fagan. So lots of the new guys getting on the score sheet. Thomas Preston, 19 saves on 21 shots for a .905 save percentage. As for this Hinsdale Central Red Devils team, they lost to GBN yesterday in their first game at the tournament, 4-2. They were outshot 33-24 in that one. Nate Conway in net, 29 of 33 between the pipes. He's their only goalie on the roster, so we will be seeing him again today. The goals in that one were by Noah Rezeba and Derek Days. We're at the same facility as we were yesterday, but the other rink, this is the Olympic-sized rink, so of course the NHL-style rink, the same one at Glenview Ice Center was the one the Titans played on yesterday. That's 200 feet by 85. This one 200 by 100, so about 15 feet wider. Doesn't seem like too much of a difference, maybe especially on your screen, but definitely makes a difference in terms of the little things in the game. The Titans are a very fast team, so hopefully they can use the bigger ice sheet to their advantage in this one. Titans wearing the black jerseys for the first time. Hinsdale Central wearing red. This Hinsdale Central team finished as the 43rd ranked team in the state according to my hockey rankings last year, an overall record of 16, 35, and 3. They lost to Loyola Gold in the round of 32. They play in the same league as Maine did, the Titans' opponents yesterday. And Maine, while they won the league, Illinois West, Hinsdale Central finished with a 9-19 record last season, 13th place out of 16 teams. So according to the paper, this should be the Titans' easiest game of this group stage play. But as you know, high school hockey is very fluid. The teams change year in and year out. So we'll see what the Titans can follow up that 7-2 victory with here today. Asher Vanderplug at the face-off circle. He'll win it back. We're underway here in Woodridge. Mulvey tried to go to Hoffer in neutral ice on the near side. Instead, it's cleared down into the Titan zone. Isaac Bonnell will get the start today for Glenbrook South. Last year in AHL play on Varsity 2, he had a record of 10-8-1. with a .324 goals allowed average and an .878 save percentage. Look out, that puck comes out of play. No protective netting here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Great for our camera angle. Makes it a little dangerous for the spectators. And us, we've got expensive equipment up here. Titans with an offensive zone faceoff 30 seconds into the game. Teddy McCrulis, the first-year varsity player, the sophomore, who scored a goal yesterday, will take the face-off. It's won by the Red Devils. They'll try and clear this one out. Just kept alive by Boris at the blue line. He'll try and backhand that one deep. And it's sent back into the Titans' attacking zone. Behind the net, it's taken by Bob McPherson. Taken back by Makrulis of the Titans. He tried to send it back up high, but instead sends it all the way down. That's, of course, not an icing because it's on his own end. Now Hinsdale will regroup with it. The goal scorer yesterday, Noah Rezepa, one of the two. Sliding it over to the left wing side. As it's brought over the line, Luke Fagan can't get a hold of it. Here's a shot short side on Bonnell. He makes the stop. You can count that as his first save as a member of the varsity squad. Boris, far side half boards. Now Makrulis kicking it ahead. He's got Ventura to his left. Makrulis takes a shot, save, rebound, another save made by Conway, the goaltender. Boy, Teddy Makrulis, a fast skater, created a 2-on-1 rush with Jackson Ventura. Elected to take the shot and then followed it up. But both stops were made by the Hinsdale goalie. Thomas Preston, tonight's backup goaltender, appearing as though he's heading back to the locker room for an unknown reason. And so we will get back underway. It's Owen Kosmeter at the face-off circle. Won it back. Here's Mendoza, sending this one down below the goal line, taken back by Hinsdale. Pomeroy out to the neutral zone, tipped ahead by Nikolaev, but grabbed right back by the Titans. Sokol gets it out to the neutral zone. Daniel Sokol back for Mendoza. Now to Kosmeter, he blew a tire, but it eventually gets to Tubuchanik. Charlie Tubuchanik around one. Chases that puck down below the goal line. Now Daniel Sokol. Off the near boards up to Will Fagan, can't keep it in the zone. So he'll slide it over to Mendoza. Far side out in neutral ice. He throws one right on net, why not? And it's gobbled up by Nate Conway. Early stages of this one. Titans and Hinsdale Central meeting for the first time in, well, several years. I don't have the exact number, but in all my years covering Glenbrook South, I can't remember a time where the varsity team played Hinsdale Central in any game. Alex Tutai, who also scored in his varsity one debut yesterday, taking the face off. It's one back up high, Pinto. Taken back by Hinsdale Central, out to neutral ice it goes. And Graham Vanderplug on the ice for the first time as a member of the varsity one squad. He was out last game due to an equipment issue, but getting his first shift of varsity action here. Number 20, looks like he's still needing his stripes on the helmet. Vanderplug sends it deep. Tutai looking to get to the puck first, but it's played to the near side. Kept in the zone just for a moment, or it looked like it was going to be by Tutai, but it comes outside the zone. Ryan Mulvey will dump it in. Now picked back up in the far side corner by Grant Durkin. Out to the neutral zone. Pomeroy takes a shot from neutral ice on Bonnell, but that one high of his net, no save necessary. Now thrown to the slot. Here's a shot, save, rebound, they score. And it's batted home by Henry Crabb. And Hinsdale Central strikes first. They lead 1-0 with 13:34. Crabb tried to take the initial shot. One man had to bail him out, and then he followed it up. He's the captain of this Hinsdale Central team. And just like yesterday, the Titans concede first in the game. But we all remember what happened shortly after that yesterday. Kosmeter, Mendoza, firing one on target. Gobbled up by Nate Conway, who makes the save. Unfortunately, doesn't look like this one's being live scored. And we don't have official shots on goal in the rink, but thankfully we have our official scorekeeper, Jason Weiss, on shots on goal. 4-2, our count in favor of the Titans. GBS outshot Maine yesterday by the official count of 28-21. And scored on 7 of those 28 shots. Some quick math will tell you that's a goal on every 4 shots. Luke Fagan behind his own goal line. Scorer of the first goal of the season for GBS. Here's a tough angle shot taken by Eddie Yu. No problem for Isaac Bennell. 12:40 to go here in the first. Appears as though the Titans are orange on the scoreboard. Maybe at the next whistle, Gerard can get a close-up of that so you know what we're talking about. Here's McCrulis, centered at Ventura, couldn't get a shot away. Now McCrulis behind the goal line, kicks it back to his stick. Plays it up high, Will Fagan tries a shot, that one blocked on its way to the net. Now Yu, able to clear that one out to neutral ice for Hinsdale. Will Fagan up to McCrulis. Teddy McCrulis leaves it, nobody home, and it's taken back by Days. Days skates through neutral ice, dumps this one in. Anthony Pinto there to grab it for GBS. Got a dark on dark jersey matchup here. Either team wearing white or light, for that matter. Titans guilty of icing there, and that'll send the faceoff back into their own zone at the dot to Isaac Bennell's right. If the Titans can win this game, it will all but secure their spot in the quarterfinals. Technically, there could be a 3-way tie, but we'll know that for sure as GBN plays Maine at 3:40, I believe. Here's a shot, nice save made by the left pad of Bennell. Now sent down into the zone once again. Mulvey over to Buchanan. He gets a hit into the boards, but Titans are able to keep the puck. Luke Fagan. Tipped ahead, Kosmeter. Now to Buchanan. Over the line, right wing side, centered at Kosmeter to the net. Goes to the forehand, and that one won't get by the goaltender. Or maybe it will. Play is stopped. A couple of the Titans started to celebrate. But it did not appear as though that ever crossed the goal line. Unfortunately, goalie cam's not in service today. But not much of a complaint by the Titans. I think that was the right call. 1-0 Hinsdale Central. On the goal scored by Henry Crabb. Here's a shot that bounces on its way to the net. Goes wide to the right. Picked up near side, Kosmeter. Had a nice assist on the Luke Fagan goal last night. Mulvey keeps it in, left point. Sends it down to Kosmeter. Centered it right in the slot. Unable to bat it home was Sokol. Now Hinsdale able to bring it out. Finn Hammond. Up to Bear, but just offside. And that'll stop play with 10:25 to go in the first. Big one tomorrow, just about the same time, 10 minutes earlier, a noon puck drop at center ice of DuPage as the Titans will face off against the Glenbrook North Spartans in what will be a prequel of Thanksgiving Eve. Typically, that's the first meeting between those two teams. It will be the first meeting in SHL regular season play. Two-tie down to Weiss. And there to grab it is Graham Vanderplug, but a penalty called on the play. It looks like it's going to go against Hinsdale. 21 committed the penalty, but I do not have him on my roster, unfortunately. And that'll be on the hit against Jonah Weiss. So the Titans head to the power play. And their power play quite effective yesterday, 2 for 3, with power play goals by Zach Boris and Asher Vanderplug. Face off at the right wing circle. It's won by Hinsdale, and they'll clear immediately. Good opportunity here for the Titans to tie this game up. Will Fagan behind the goal line. Got it ahead to Tutai. Alex Tutai up to Ventura, or pardon me, Weiss, but it's cleared out of the zone. Now Will Fagan. Fagan back in his own defensive end. Up to Jonah Weiss. Weiss comes over the blue line, left wing side, but they are just offsides on the zone entry. 9:33 to go in the first period. 1-0 Hinsdale Central. Dylan Ward with you. Happy to have you on our broadcast today. I see a couple comments in the chat. Gerard, do we have that feature enabled? Oh, okay. That's no problem, but Big Sky Kid, I believe that's Gavin, right? He says spinning, but I think that was from earlier. Brad Cesario, picture and sounds are looking great. Thank you very much, Brad. We certainly miss you at these games. Vanderplug comes over the line, right wing side. Asher Vanderplug, who scored a power play goal last night. Up to Will Fagan. Down low, tried to get that one to Cosmeter for a deflection, but he could not. Now Hoffer, center to Cosmeter, takes a shot. That one stopped by Conway. Titans keep possession. Thrown to the net, they score! Blake Hoffer got a tip on it. That was beautiful. And the power play goal ties the game up halfway through the first period, 1-1. Shot from up high. And oh, you can't really see it. Gerard says sorry, that's all right, but Blake Hoffer right in front of the net, got a stick on that one. And in already the 4th period of the season, Blake Hoffer's 3rd goal and 5th point of the year. Let's see if that goal can give the Titans some momentum, not to mention Glenbrook South now 3 for 4 on the man advantage across these 2 games. Now ahead, this one taken by Ventura, partial break save, rebound, they score! Zach Boris following up that shot, and less than 20 seconds after Hoffer scored the first one, Boris makes it 2-1. We'll see how this breakaway developed. Just a loose puck, a penalty was drawn. Ventura got the shot away, and Boris had nothing but space there. Able to fire that one home. So Zach Boris scoring in back-to-back games to open up the season, along with Hoffer. And that did not take long. In between the goals. See if the Titans can keep that momentum alive. Now leading 2-1 just moments ago, down 1-0. Here's Cosmeter, getting this one into the zone. Owen Cosmeter centered it, looking for Tubuchanan, couldn't find him. Now chipped along, but just enough for an icing. 7:49 to go in the first. 2-1. If you could zoom in a little bit on that, you could see orange and blue are on the scoreboard. It's been like that all weekend long. So in this case, the Titans are orange and Hinsdale's blue. If anything, it should be reversed. Whoever's in there probably just doesn't care to change it from whatever was going on here before this tournament. So Jackson Ventura, of course, will get an assist on that Boris goal. His first point of the season. Pretty sure that was Mulvey that took the shot from the right point on Hoffer's goal. So that'll be Ryan Mulvey's first point of the season. Now up high, it's Hinsdale working with it. Trying to respond here. Down below the goal line, Kunitz. Being pressured. Kosmiter and Pinto pinning that puck up against the boards. Finally comes free. Sokol takes a man down and plays this one off the glass to neutral ice. Kosmiter tipping this one ahead and just unable to carry that one ahead for what would have been another breakaway. Kunitz over the line, runs into Graham Vanderplug. Pinto able to play this one out while the Titans complete a change. This one stolen away. Graham Vanderplug centered it. Here's a shot by Weiss on the one-timer, but that one stopped by Conway. Now ahead, a 3-on-1 here for Hinsdale now as they come down the left side. Centering pass try. Ryan Mulvey prevented that puck from getting across to its intended target. And eventually Isaac Bonnell able to cover up. Under 6 to go now here in the first period. 2-1 Titans on the goals from Hoffer and Boris. Face-off coming in the Titans' defensive end, right wing side for Hinsdale. Two-tie ready for the draw. And it's one back by him to Will Fagan. Fagan takes a man down. Avoids a call. Now Hinsdale behind the goal line. Trying to center that one. And covered up one more time by Isaac Bonnell. Some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Titans leading shots 9-7. Here in game 2 of the preseason invite. Some exciting games have been happening today. A couple of shootouts. York White able to take down Glenbard in a shootout. Warriors coming back to beat OPRF, who had an impressive opening game yesterday. The Warriors make it 2-0, the hosts of this tournament. Vanderplug taken down from behind. New True Green was in a close one. It eventually ended up being a 6-4 final score as they were victorious against Plainfield. Good to be back this preseason invite tournament. Always just puts you in the spirit. See all these Illinois teams in one place. And we'll see how far the Titans can make a run in this thing. Here's Hoffer between the legs of a defender. Eventually got to his puck below the goal line, centered at Kosmiter. Unable to take a shot as he looks to the heavens after. Mendoza on to Kosmiter, left side. Owen Kosmiter. Now Vanderplug takes a shot. Kosmiter tried to center it with the backhand, but it's played out to the neutral zone. Vanderplug tying up a man, that was you. And Mulvey, nice pass to Hoffer. Now Vanderplug, around one, it bounced to Hoffer, he shoots, and a glove save made by Conway. You can see the defender, I believe that was you, tried to get in the way of Vanderplug, but the puck went off his skate and just went perfectly to number 8. Was able to get a good shot on net. But it was an impressive stop by Conway, maybe his most impressive so far today. Here's a shot from up high, Will Fagan. That one's off the pads of Conway. Teddy McCrulis now. Looking for Boris. Behind the goal line, Zach Boris tried to center it. Now Ventura will send it below the line. Boris behind the net, tried to get it back to Jackson Ventura. It's taken away by Hinsdale Central. They'll get it out to neutral ice. 3.5 to go in the first here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Home of a handful of high school hockey teams. Bennett Academy, DuPage Stars, Warriors Hockey Club all play here. Will Fagan gloves this one down, plays it ahead to neutral ice. Boris will send it in, deflected, so no icing. The Hinsdale coaching staff wondering why that wasn't an icing. They don't believe it was tipped. To Mechanic, over to Kosmeter. Now Sokol. Kept in the zone here by Will Fig, and he'll let go of a shot. Off the pad, you heard the thud off the pad of Nate Conway. He's made now 10 saves against these Titans on 12 shots. To Mechanic, nice pass, finds Pinto, maybe a 3-on-2 here for the Titans. Pinto, now Sokol centered it. Here's a shot by Kosmeter, and how did that not go in? He missed the net on the one-timer from about 3 feet away. Boy, Owen Kosmeter just, at least for me, one of the standout new players for the Titans. Just 1 assist yesterday, and I say just 1 assist. 10 different guys got at least a point, but just his skating ability, his hockey IQ, seems to always be in the right place at the right time. As this one, nearly a problem, but it goes behind the net. Now played back up high, it bounces outside the zone. We get down to 90 seconds. This one's poked ahead by Tubacanic. Charlie Tubacanic centered it. Graham Vanderploeg couldn't get clean wood on that one, and it's played out to the neutral zone. The second-year captain of this squad, Ryan Mulvey, sending this one in. Played out. Luke Fagan. Given up to the Titans. Now taken right back by Finn Hammond. And they lead it out to a 2-on-1 here for Hinsdale. This one centered and played right back in front, and somehow that one didn't connect. Now Durkin backhands this one down below the goal line. There have been a couple of those odd man rushes for Hinsdale that didn't even result in a shot on goal, whether that was a good defensive play by the Titans or just a miscue on their part. But either way, Isaac Bonnell doesn't mind. Now Kunitz trying to play this one out to the neutral zone. Ryan Mulvey skates back. That's Graham Vanderploeg. Now giving up Durkin. See if Hinsdale has time for one more rush up ice. Blew a tire, and it's just sent into the zone, and that will finish period number 1. GBS, after going down 1-0, has scored 2 straight, and they'll head into the second period with the lead. Let's have another look at this close call. Nice passing play by the Titans here, and then he's not going to miss that shot very often. And then here's the 2-on-1 with less than a minute to go. Yeah, just no luck there. All right, we'll take a real quick timeout here on the South Hockey Network as these two teams get ready for period number 2. This is Dylan Ward saying don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, Glenbrook South, Hinsdale Central. My name is Dylan Ward. Happy to have you hanging out with us live on YouTube. Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and Jason Weiss operating the scoreboard in the top left corner of your screen. And as you can see on the scoreboard, it is indeed period number 2. If you were tuned in yesterday, you might know what I'm talking about. All right, we're underway. The Titans led up the first goal to Henry Crabb, but Blake Hoffer on the power play, and then Zach Boris just about 18 or so seconds after that made it a 2-1 game. The Titans allowed the first goal yesterday to Maine, scored 7 straight. So let's see if Glenbrook South can keep this train rolling. Right circle, Hinsdale tries a shot, but that one's blocked by Vanderpluger, Will Fagan. Now Will Fagan looking for a stretch pass to Hoffer. He finds him, Blake Hoffer on a breakaway. He scores! Is Hoffer ever gonna miss on a breakaway? What a pass by Will Fagan to number 8. And Blake Hoffer now has 2 goals in each of the 2 games so far this season. Holy moly. So Blake Hoffer in 4 periods and 45 seconds, 4 goals and 2 assists in the preseason invitational so far. Titans lead 3-1. Last time they scored, or last time Hoffer scored, the Titans scored pretty soon thereafter, and it was Zach Boris who's got the puck now. Boris centered it, looking for McCrulis, but it's gobbled up by the goaltender Conway. Pardon me, that actually does appear to be a different goaltender. It might not be Nate Conway after all. He's the only goalie on their roster, but I do see a second goalie on the bench, and he is wearing the number 1 jersey, so apologies that I do not think is Nate Conway, but a secondary apology because I don't know who it is because he's not on my roster. Now Days over the line, takes a shot, that one wide of Bennell's net. Now behind the goal line, a battle for the puck 2-on-2. A third skater for Hinsdale sneaks in there. And it comes up high for Crabb, the goal scorer back in the first period for the Red Devils. Now back up high, this one's fired by Eddie Yu, and a blocker save made by Bennell. Now Days and Pinto battle for the puck. It deflects off a skate and comes to the near side corner. Ryan Mulvey behind the net, goes to Jackson Ventura, far side half boards. Teddy McCrulis looking for Boris, just a little too far. But Zach Boris able to catch up to the puck. He makes a move around 1, then a second. Boris gets a shot away, and that one stopped by the goaltender. And then a follow-up shot is also held on to. A move around 1 and then kept that puck. Not a lot on the shot, but able to get a shot away, and then the turnaround chance as well. Of course, individual player shots on goal is not something that's tracked at the high school level, but no matter how hard, those would, of course, both count. Titans now with 16 shots to the Red Devils 9. Here's Kosmita around a defender, tried to go 5-hole. Was quick to bring that one to his forehand, but it's covered up and held on to. Just getting started here in period number 2 at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Face-off coming at the right circle attacking zone. The Titans, of course, have changed sides, so they're shooting now from left to right on your screen. Hinsdale from right to left. Period of the long change where your bench is on your attacking half. Makes it a little harder to get back to the bench if you're being hounded. especially if there's any power plays that come about here in this second period. Just one penalty in the game so far. And it resulted in a power play goal for the Titans. Luke Fagan out to the neutral zone. Knocked back in by the Red Devils. Bennell settles it down. And it's brought up ice by Braden Mendoza. Mendoza flying through into the zone, dropped it off. Sokol, he scores! What a shot by Daniel Sokol. And the Titans make it 4-1. Man, everybody's contributing so far up and down the lineup in these first couple games. As Daniel Sokol with his first career varsity goal. Shot from the left wing circle, number 93, of course, the third Sokol brother to funnel through this Glenbrook South organization. Adrian Sokol, Adam Sokol, now Daniel. He does break the A pattern, though. And what do you know? Down 1-0 in the first period. Where have we seen this before? Alex Tutai hit from behind. Not enough for a penalty, though. Kept alive by Hinsdale, but Tutai's stick able to force that one out of the zone. Knocked back down the other way by the Devils. Kunitz able to steal that one, tried to center it, but the Titans got some bodies in the way, and it's regained by Pinto. Plays it off the near boards, can't get it out of the zone. Kunitz tried to center it, picked back up by the Titans. Near side, Weiss gets it ahead, looking for Graham Vanderploeg. But it just missed his stick, and it's sent back into the Titan zone. Pinto gets it ahead, Tutai over the line. Alex Tutai, left wing side, throws under the blue paint, but that's sticked away by the Hinsdale goaltender. Now here's a shot by Will Fagan from way up high, but that one's also stopped off the pad. Played off the boards. That missed a man, but won't be an icing. Vanderploeg throws it off the side of the net. Now Lytle, Cosmeter, wrong 22. And out to neutral ice it goes. Luke Fagan unable to win that race to the puck. In towards the net comes Finn Hammond, runs into a body, and then his helmet comes off. After all that, drawing an immediate whistle, of course, at this level. The collision there with Luke Fagan. And that'll put the face-off at the left wing circle for Hinsdale in the attacking zone. Titans now out shooting the Devils by 10, 19-9. And we'll have the face-off actually out in neutral ice. That one hits the side of the net. They backhand it in on the follow-up. And the Red Devils capitalize on a miscue by the Titans and make it a 4-2 game. Derek Days punching that one home. So right behind the net, that hits the side of the net, and that allows a quick centering pass. Lots of bodies in the blue paint, but Days able to put a backhand shot on that one. Didn't need a lot of velocity to beat the goaltender. And it's a 2-goal game here, nearing the halfway point. At Seven Bridges. Here's Vanderploeg. Taken out, this one's forced ahead, and Hinsdale might have numbers again. Days, who just scored, missed the net by a wide margin. And no threat there. Now a long shot is gobbled up by Bunnell. He'll hang on. 10:28 to go in period number 2. Titans leading 4-2. Back underway. Hammond tried a shot, now a follow-up. Nice save made by Bunnell and covering that one up immediately. Drop of the puck once again. That shot hits the linesman and is played out to the neutral zone. 2025 preseason invite. Zach Boris over the line, and Pinto able to flutter a backhander on net. Rebound, they score as it's centered for McCrulis, and he taps it home. And the Titans hop right back to a 3-goal advantage. It is 5-2. Another bang-bang play by this Titans team. That backhand shot by Pinto, and then it was Zach Boris who centered it right to McCrulis. So Teddy McCrulis, the sophomore Varsity 1 rookie, scoring in back-to-back games to open up the season. And we've got a high-scoring one here. 7 goals total in the game before the halfway mark. Wraparound try didn't work out. Now Cosmeter able to force that one ahead. Two goals today for Blake Hoffer. Zach Boris, Daniel Sokol, and Teddy McCrulis with one apiece. .9:30 to go here in the middle frame. With a win today, the Titans can all but secure a spot in the quarterfinals here at this preseason invite tournament, pending the result of the GBN game later today. Technically possible that there could be a 3-way tie, and that's the only reason it's not 100%. But for all intents and purposes, as the Titans enter the zone offside, a win today will just about guarantee that. 9:10 in the period now. Lots of whistles this period. Face-off coming in the neutral zone. Alex Tutai ready for it against Nicholas Podolak. Podolak wins it back for McPherson. Now that one missed a pass. It goes off the boards and all the way down. And I'll tell you what, these linesmen aren't calling icing too much today. Tutai can't get around Podolak. But Jonah Weiss able to bring in the rebound. Down the right wing side, Weiss centered it. So he's hitting to the boards. And the Red Devils just able to get this one outside the zone. A nice play there. Nicholas Podolak dumping it down the left wing side. Braden Mendoza trying to win the race down to the puck. Now Kunitz. And Tutai takes it, goes across for Will Fagan. Can't get it outside the zone. Thrown to the far side corner. Back up high. Bayer takes a shot. That one blocked on its way by Will Fagan. And he'll play this one out to the neutral zone. Picked up. Nice reception there by Graham Vanderploeg. Threw it back up high for Tutai, but it missed him. Goes out to neutral ice, but possession is continued on by the Titans. Now here's Weiss down the right wing side. Tough angle shot, but he threw it towards the net. Now Hoffer takes a shot. That one takes a deflection and also misses the cage. Asher Vanderploeg, defenseman for most of his GBS hockey career, but converted into a forward for this season. Here's a shot. That one wouldn't go. Vanderploeg unable to fire on that one. Here's Asher. Left it, looking for Will Fagan, but that one goes right to the stick of Peterson. Now Will Fagan finding Kosmeter with a pass, doing the same thing he did to Blake Hoffer, but Owen Kosmeter just unable to carry that one ahead for a breakaway. Now out to the neutral zone, Mendoza. And Hoffer takes it now. Into the zone it goes, but not cleanly. And now it's brought by Hammond over the line. Hammond being pressured by Mulvey, blew a tire, and Ryan Mulvey's able to get that puck. Now Hammond gets it back below the goal line. Pinto pressuring, he gets a stick in there. Asher Vanderploeg below the goal line. Looking over his options, Kosmeter wants a potential breakaway. Instead, Vanderploeg will go to Blake Hoffer. Hoffer waits, sends it back to Vanderploeg, fires towards the net. That one blocked and just comes outside the zone. Ryan Mulvey has to retreat. Mulvey finds Hoffer. Blake Hoffer cycles back up high. Hoffer spins, breaks the ankles of one. Into the zone he comes, takes a shot, looking for the hat trick. And that one stopped by the goaltender. How about that neutralized? Let's have another look. Blake Hoffer, everything you can want in a player as a coach. He's got size, speed, and hands. And he proves it with his production. Here's a shot tipped by Ventura. Nice deflection, but the save is made by the goaltender as that one just narrowly missed the top right corner of the net. Now Mendoza. Ventura able to grab this one back. Luke Fagan trying to play that one off the boards and out, but it's intercepted by Crab, who scored the first goal of this game. It's been a while without a goal by this game's standards. As now Hinsdale Central will bring this back in. Down below the goal line, here's a centering pass for Crab, knocked out of the air by a high stick. And that one's blown dead as GBS touches up. Crab around Luke Fagan, has some space. Crab, backhand shot, nice pad save made by Bennell. Now McCrulis trying to get it outside the zone, he will. Touched along by Boris to Ventura. Jackson Ventura tries a shot. A stick in the way, flutters that one in on net, and that's held on to. Here's that deflection by Ventura. And then just another look at this high stick. Pretty clear there. Good call by the official. If any of you don't know, you cannot touch the puck with your stick above your own shoulders. Or if you're deflecting a puck into the net for a goal, it can't be above the crossbar regardless of where your shoulders are. McPherson runs into Kosmeter, and McPherson's going to go to the box for that. I don't see the official call. I'm not sure if there was an elbow in there. But either way, the Titans will head to the power play. They're 1 for 1 in this game. On the beautiful deflection by Blake Hoffer. And he's out there getting ready for this man advantage for the Titans. 4:07 to go in the second period. And Glenbrook South looking to continue this red-hot streak on the man advantage. Puck is dropped. Hinsdale takes possession. And they're able to clear it out to neutral ice. Will Fagan's there to get it back into the zone, but as it touches Hoffer, he was just a step over the blue line, and that'll stop play and bring it outside the zone. Even though there was no intent and he didn't play the puck, and it bounced right outside the zone. Offside is not a judgment call, it's black and white. And that was an easy call by the linesman. Blake Hoffer into the zone, drops it off. He was looking for Vanderplug, but instead it's played off the glass and out by Hinsdale. No icing, of course, as they are shorthanded. Will Fagan leaves it. Blake Hoffer takes it. Up through neutral ice, now over the Hinsdale central blue line. Hoffer one hand on his stick down behind the net. Still with the puck. Dodges the referee. Gives it back to Will Fagan, who he got it from initially back in his own zone. Now Ryan Mulvey down to Hoffer, right wing corner. Hoffer centers it. That one nearly takes a deflection into the net, but instead it goes right out to Derek Days, and he's able to clear. 53 seconds left on the power play. The first unit at the end of their shift. Will Fagan. Comes back with it. Nice move around one defender. Fagan now takes a shot. That one just high of the net. Rebound, Cosmeter centered it. Backhander by Hoffer. Wouldn't go. This unit's been out there all power play long. Here's Ryan Mulvey centered it. Asher Vanderplug shoots it. That one gets blocked. And it's brought out by Finn Hammond. Hammond down into the Titans zone. And that should just about do it for the Titans power play. So they'll fall to 3 for 5 on the season now. As Asher Vanderplug just a step off sides there as he wanted to break away. Really embracing his new role as forward. When he came back from his long-term injury last season, he adjusted to that forward position for those SHL and state playoff games. And if you've been watching the South Hockey Network for several years, I've always said one of the better offensive defensemen that this Titans team has ever had, that as long as I've been around. So why not? Probably was not that hard of an adjustment for him. Under 2 minutes now. Two-tie just unable to settle that one down for a potential breakaway. Titans leading 5-2 over Hinsdale Central. A couple of goals from Hoffer, McCrulis, Boris, and Sokol with the others. Two-tie up for Mendoza. Right wing side at the right point. He fires a shot. That one just rolls wide of the net. Now Fagan behind the goal line. Hitting to the near side. As they fight for possession of the puck, two-tie and another man. But it's brought outside the zone by Yu. Yu trying to get around Mendoza and Fagan. He could not. And it's cleared out to the neutral zone for the Red Devils. Here's Yu coming back over the line. Showing some skating ability, just narrowly not offside. That was close. We'll have to take a look at the replay on that one. Mendoza leaves it. Luke Fagan with a big hit there. Reverse hit on Yu as he tried to do it to him. Now Tutai fires a shot. That one's turned away. Here's a shot by Vanderplug. That one misses the net. See if the Titans can get one more here before the end of the period. Vanderplug takes a shot. That one stopped. It's cleared out of the zone. Not far enough for icing. Maybe time for one more rush here. Will Fagan looking for Kosmeter, but the Titans are going to run out of time. As the horn sounds at Seven Bridges Ice Arena on 2 periods of play. The Titans leading 5-2 over Hinsdale Central as the teams will make their way into the locker room for the intermission. And the 3rd period awaits us right here on the South Hockey Network. Don't go anywhere. This is Dylan Ward alongside Gerard Boris and Jason Weiss saying we'll be back in about 10 minutes' time. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, everybody. Third period coming right up between the Glenbrook South Titans and the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. Dylan Ward here on the call alongside Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and Jason Weiss in charge of the scoreboard in the top left corner of your screen. This is the Wintrust South Hockey Network as Glenbrook South with a 5-2 lead, hoping to all but clinch their spot in the quarterfinals here of the preseason invitational. Goals today so far, 2 by Blake Hoffer, Teddy McCrulis, Zach Boris, and Daniel Sokol with the others. Want to give a big shout out to Sam Schwartz, who is watching this game from home. And with Game Sheet not active right now, he is helping out with the goals and assists. So we can tell you that Teddy McCrulis, along with his goal, has an assist. Ryan Mulvey with an assist. Anthony Pinto with an assist, Asher Vanderplug with an assist, Jackson Ventura, Braden Mendoza, Will Fagan, and Zach Boris all have assists. And guess who else has an assist? Isaac Bonnell, the goaltender. So everyone's getting on the score sheet here as the third period is underway. We're back to our first period shooting sides. Titans wearing black, going from right to left on your screen. Hinsdale Central wearing red, going from left to right. So at this point, suddenly, of all of the active players, there is a grand total of 3 players. Pardon me, 4 players yet to produce a point in just 5 periods of play. Asher Vanderplug now forward. We should see several more points from him as the season goes along. Again, missed most of last season, but 5 goals and 20 assists in his Glenbrook South career. Here's a shot by Kosmiter, and he scores his first career goal in a Glenbrook South sweater, and you just knew it would be anytime soon. He made a nice move in front of the goaltender, Eli Matthew, and the Titans make it 6-2. Between the legs of the defender, and then how about that? Owen Kosmiter came from AAA last season at the Milwaukee Junior Admirals and put on the blue and gold this year to play for the Glenbrook South Titans, and boy, has he been a fun player to watch in less than 2 games so far. Look out in the Titan bench as that puck goes flying out of play. 6-2 the score. The Titans 1 goal away from forcing a running clock here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, something they did yesterday as well. If these first 2 games are any indication, the Titans are in for a lot of high-scoring affairs as the season rolls along. But again, a bit of a tougher test tomorrow. Glenbrook North, their first game against an SHL team, even though it won't be SHL play. Looking forward to that one at 12 o'clock noon. That one away from this main homeland of the tournament at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. That one will be at center ice of DuPage. We'll be here, as we always are, on YouTube. Icing against the Red Devils. That'll send the faceoff back into their defensive end and the Titans' offensive zone. Elsewhere here at the preseason invite, the Lake Forest Scouts, that game just went final, a 5-0 victory over the DuPage Stars on the NHL rink. Earlier today, New Trier Green, 6-4 winners over Plainfield. Warriors won 2-1 in a shootout over OPRF. Deerfield won 4-2 against Naperville. And York White, which is their Varsity 2 team, won in a shootout 2-1 over Glenbard. Plenty more hockey as today rolls along. Today and tomorrow, 16 games each. Here's Nikolaev. Centered it, Tried to tip that one in the direction of the net, but it goes wide. Shots on goal, 28-13 in favor of the Titans. As Pinto loses a glove. Pardon me, that's not Pinto, that's someone else. Someone playing with a bare hand out there. I can't tell who it is. Or maybe that's a Hinsdale player that lost a glove, but we get a stoppage of play, and was that a penalty? It appears to be. And they're going to send Daniel Sokol to the box. See if we find anything on the replay. And I think it was that takedown below the goal line. So for the very first time today, the Titan penalty kill gets to work. All PKs on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys, as they have been for now 3 years. Titans 4 for 4 on the kill yesterday with a shorthanded goal. Let's see what they've got this time. Face-off is taken by Vanderploeg, back for Will Fagan, forces it out of the zone. That shorty was scored by Blake Hoffer. He's out there flying through the neutral zone. Hoffer. Let's give it up Hammond, but he can't hold on to it. Will Fagan sends it all the way down. This one bouncing on net. Look out for Eli Matthew. Those ones can sometimes be foolers if you're a goaltender, but he was able to hang on to that one. But what it does is set up an offensive zone faceoff for the shorthanded Titans. Again, just 1 goal away from the running clock. Face-off taken by the Titans. They'll waste some time here on the penalty kill. Ryan Mulvey will send this one in. Grabbed by Durkin of the Red Devils. Yu backhands this one out to the neutral zone. This one gloved down to the stick. Here's Hammond with a shot. That one missed the net. Rebound picked up by Durkin near side. Durkin goes across. Finn Hammond back to Durkin. Durkin sends it down low, and it's taken by the Titans as they clear it out. Hoffer's trying to win the race to the puck. It's number 8 versus number 8, but the number 8 wearing red gets there first. Now here's Daze, not Daze, but Daze into the zone on the power play for the Red Devils, which is running out of time. They haven't had many good looks on it. I don't think they have a shot on goal yet on this man advantage. Here's Durkin firing one. That's stopped by the pad of Bunnell. Now sent back up high. Below the goal line, this is Drought. Now here's a shot. That one just sails high of the net. Hammond keeps it alive, right point. Sends it down low. And Blake Hoffer will backhand this one all the way down. That'll finish the power play for the Red Devils, make it 5 for 5 on the season. Killing penalties for the Titans. Still a 6-2 game here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Mendoza settles that one down. Goes to Luke Fagan. Fagan over the line, left wing side. Fagan takes a shot. That one's gobbled up by Matthew, and he hangs on with 11:42 to go in the third. Titans in a group of 4 teams. The black division here at this preseason invite. Here's Jonah Weiss with a shot. That one just missed the net wide to the left. And now the Titans able to keep it in the zone. Luke Fagan now a nice touch pass by Weiss. Now a tic-tac-toe play, and Tutai just not able to finish that one on the pass from Graham Vanderploeg. Now Luke Fagan up high, takes a shot. Tutai screening the goaltender, but he's able to make the save through traffic. Now Luke Fagan Down to two-tie. Jonah Weiss. Back up high, Fagan. Weiss gets it back to Fagan. Goes off the high glass, just stays in play. Weiss down to Graham Vanderploeg. Graham Vanderploeg takes a shot. That one's blocked. Now Mendoza fires. Actually, it was just a pass to two-tie as he turns around and tries to take a forehand shot. But that one stopped as well. Mendoza towards the net. That took a deflection and would not go. Now Luke Fagan. Puck taken away by Peterson. And finally, the Red Devils will get it outside of their defensive end. Nearing the 10-minute mark, or 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Luke Fagan into the zone. Here's a shot. That one by Kosmiter. Now Blake Hoffer unable to keep that one alive. Luke Fagan dumps it in. Goes down below the goalie. Matthew, and now it's played off the near boards and out just into neutral ice. So Will Fagan is hitting to the boards. Him and Crab getting into it a little bit. Been a long stretch without a whistle here. As this one goes to Owen Kosmiter, already with a goal today, looking for a second. He shoots that one, just missed the right post. And the speed and creativity of Owen Kosmiter going to be something very valuable to these Titans as the season rolls along. Now a turnaround chance. That one was stopped. And now Blake Hoffer picks it up. Hoffer finds Kosmiter with a pass on a breakaway to the backhand. Just put it wide. As Blake Hoffer, usually the recipient of those passes. This time he makes it, and it was a great chance for Kosmiter's second of the game. Now Anthony Pinto. Goes to Will Fagan. Now a stretch pass finds McCrulis. Teddy McCrulis centered it. Ventura backhand shot on net. And that's stopped by Matthew. Halfway through period number 3. 6-2 Titans. Here in game number 2 of the preseason invite and the season. Of course, while these games don't count for SHL standings, I think they're a little more than just preseason games. Of course, this is a tournament. You want to stay alive as long as you possibly can. So they're not exhibition games by any means. Meanwhile, Daze comes into the zone down the right wing side and puts one top shelf, closing the gap to 6-3 in favor of the Titans. It was a 2-on-1. And the Hinsdale Central fans with some words of encouragement after their team gets a little bit closer. He has a point. There's plenty of time. Can't take your foot off the gas if you're the Titans. We're outplaying these Red Devils, not just in the shots on goal, but, or not just in the goals, but the shots on goal, the chances, and just the eye test. As the Titans is the clear team with the advantage here as Boris takes a man down. This one cleared out to the neutral zone. Zach Boris picks it up. Plays it back for Ryan Mulvey. Now Jackson Ventura. Taken away by Daze. And Luke Fagan gets it back. He's hitting to the boards. That allows Boris to grab the puck. Penalty coming up against the Red Devils on a delayed call. Ventura tried to get that one to McCrulis. It'll be touched up by Hinsdale. And that'll force the whistle. Not sure if we caught it on our camera, but it was behind the play, cross-checking the call, and that'll send Pomeroy to the box. And the Titans back to the power play. Titans 1 for 2 on the power play here tonight. As this one is cleared out. Blake Hoffer with the power play goal on the deflection. It was actually the Titans' first goal of their 6. Maybe they can bookend this one with PPGs. Here's Asher Vanderploeg. The first guy into the zone. Vanderploeg stops, goes back up high, Fagan, across Ryan Mulvey, has tons of space, centers it, Hoffer for the hat trick, wouldn't go, and then the puck rolled on the blue paint and will eventually get cleared out by Hinsdale Central. Owen Cosmeter gets this one ahead of one man, tried to center it for Vanderploeg, but Hinsdale stick in the way. Unable to clear as Ryan Mulvey keeps it alive. And now it's played out of the zone as Blake Hoffer will reset. 6.5 to play here in period number 3. Titans trying to preserve a 3-goal lead with about a minute left on their power play. Here's the captain, Ryan Mulvey. Leaves it for Will Fagan. Now it's Blake Hoffer turning on the Jets. Hoffer into the zone, goes between the legs of one. Catches up to the puck. Sends it back up high for Vanderploeg. Asher Vanderploeg to the net save. Rebound, they score! It's Cosmeter. As the first shot was stopped, Hoffer was right there to give it to 22 Black, and he had a 6x4 to shoot at. The Titans lead 7-3. So another point for Hoffer on the assist and a second goal of the game for Cosmeter. And another power play conversion for Glenbrook South. 2 for 3 last night. 2 for 3 in this one. Now they're running the clock right now in the rink. That might have just been because they didn't start the clock or something, so they're trying to make up for time. Yeah. Yeah, the evidence is right here on our score cam. Jason Weiss more on top of it than the guy in there. But anyway, 4-goal lead once again for the Titans. And 7 goals for the second consecutive game to begin the season. Not bad at all. Last year in SHL play, the Titans offense averaged 3.33 goals per game. That was second in the league. Their goals allowed was an average of 2.77, which was 7th best in the league, 7th lowest, that is, for goals allowed. So it looks like it's going to be another offensive-heavy year, at least according to this small sample. But again, we need to see what happens when they start playing some SHL teams. Tutai centers it for Weiss, and he missed the net. Now Mahler. 5 minutes to go here in regulation time. Will Fagan. Stretch pass out to Tutai in neutral ice, but it's taken back by Finn Hammond. Now Mahler fires it into the zone. Will Fagan out to Tutai, has some space. Tutai, nice move around Hammond, but couldn't get around the second defender. Now Weiss trying to bring it into the zone. He gets knocked off the puck. And it's brought in by Rispezza. Now instead the Titans come the other way. Here's Cosmeter. Owen Cosmeter sitting on 2 goals tonight. Tried a shot, got it back for a moment, but couldn't hang on to it before it went out to the neutral zone. Pinto through neutral ice over the line, left wing side. Anthony Pinto centered it, looking for Sokol, didn't connect. Now turning around and firing is Daniel Sokol. The save is made by Matthew. Pinto out in neutral ice. Now Cosmeter. Pinto getting it back. Nice drop-off pass for the captain. Ryan Mulvey over the line, left wing side. Mulvey being hounded by 2 defenders of Hinsdale. They'll try and throw it back up to the point, but that's intercepted by Dylan Bayer. 3 minutes to go in this one. Titans leading 7-3. Daniel Sokol over to Cosmeter. Owen Cosmeter centers it. Ryan Mulvey tried a shot. That one gets blocked by Durkin. Now back out to Luke Fagan. Over to Cosmeter. And Hinsdale. Into the Titan zone. McCrulis trying to get it out. Teddy McCrulis, an impressive piece of this roster this year as a sophomore. Already 2 goals and an assist today. He'll be a force to be reckoned with for the next couple of years in the SHL and high school hockey. Here's Ryan Mulvey. Backhand pass to the near side, Jackson Ventura. Now gotten back by Mulvey. Looking for a stretch pass to Teddy McCrulis, but it missed him and goes all the way down for an icing. 94 seconds separate the Titans from a 2-0 start here in 2025-2026. Face-off coming at the circle to Bunnell's right. This one out to neutral ice, 2-tie. Couldn't settle that one down. See the Carmel Catholic Corsairs and the Edwardsville Tigers both watching on. Titans will get a penalty there for slashing. And Graham Vanderplug will sit for 2. I don't know, that stick came out of his hands pretty easily. But Graham does his dad a favor because I get to mention that all penalty kills are sponsored by Hannah Vanderplug Trial Attorneys. Here with 1:08 to go in the 3rd period. The Titans 1 for 1 on the kill in this game. Pardon me, that actually might be 2 for 2. I have to double check on that, but either way, still 100%. Less than a minute to go here in the game. Behind the net. Eddie Yu. Knocked off the puck by Weiss. And this one sent down. Two goals from Hoffer. 2 goals from Cosmeter. Teddy McCrulis, Zach Boris, and Daniel Sokol all getting involved as well. And for the 2nd straight game, the Titans allow a goal in garbage time in the final minute. That will kill the penalty kill streak and make it a 7-4 game. 15.7 seconds left. Just a garbage goal off a rebound and eventually able to force home. So they'll go back to center ice. The puck falls. And Glenbrook South, a perfect 2-0-0 to start the season. And we can say just about a 99% chance they'll be playing in the quarterfinals. We have to wait to make it official, but a 2-0 record should be good enough as the buzzer sounds and the boys skate off their bench to congratulate Isaac Bennell on what is his first career win on the Varsity 1 team. 7 goals in 2 consecutive games for the Titans to begin the season. And Isaac Bennell will lead the handshake line, as will his opposition today, Eli Matthew. And one more game of group play for the Titans before we move along to the bracket. That'll be tomorrow. Just about the same time, 10 minutes earlier, a noon puck drop at center ice of DuPage as the Titans will take on Glenbrook North for a Thanksgiving Eve prequel here in the preseason invitational. But as for today, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for spending your Friday afternoon with us wherever you might be watching from, whether it's live or on demand. For our entire crew today, Jason Weiss on scoreboard duty, Gerard Boris, our technical engineer. My name is Dylan Ward. One more time, the final, Glenbrook South 7, Hinsdale Central 4. We will see you tomorrow at noon for the big one against this team's biggest rival. Till then, have a great Friday night, everyone.